Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be looking at Galarian Rapidash, Typhlosion, and Tangrowth again, but we're going to be kind of highlighting something, and that is going to be catching charge moves or calling baits. Alright, so there's going to be some homework involved in this, but personally for myself, I'm going to let you know right now, when you do these kind of things, or catching a charge move, or knowing how much energy they do have, or calling a bait, it's going to involve something called counting their quick moves. So you know how much energy they've gained, so you know kind of roughly where they're at as far as their energy gain and which charge moves they're going to be throwing. And that's also going to require you to know what moves they do potentially have, at least the meta moves that they're going to be using. So all this tied in here can be kind of complicated, but I'm going to tell you how I do it. Do I personally count? I do sometimes, but for the most part, it's all kind of muscle memory. I have the timing down on when they usually hit their charge moves, and I just kind of have that instinct as to when they're going to throw their energy. Now that's not, I'm not saying I'm some sort of super master calling charge moves and catching charge moves by any means, but you guys have seen me do it plenty of times, and that's just how I personally do it. Like I said, I don't count all of it. You lose track. Sometimes I even lose track of what freaking Pokemon they first had. Like, oh great. Well, what did they have again in the beginning? You know what I mean? So that's my rundown there. Basically, we're just going to be kind of focusing on that. So I hope everybody is having a fantastic day, night, morning, wherever you are. I wish you health and the best. So let's see what's going on. Up against the Togekiss here. Going for Aerial Ace, that would have done a lot of damage, and pretty much the one more charm would have probably taken us out. Going for the Rock Slide here, taking him out and taking the win with the Tangrowth. So Tangrowth is amazing. I love it. And we already know where I stand as far as the Galarian Rapidash and Typhlosion. Into the next battle, we're met with a Ampharos here. So we have to think about the moves. They are going to more than likely have Dragon Pulse or Focus Blast, obviously, and absolutely are going to have Thunder Punch. So they're going to be kind of forced to go with Thunder Punch here because we resist both the Fighting and the Dragon because of the Fairy and the Psychic. So we're just continuing on here, taking that Thunder Punch and going for the Psychic here. Do they want to double up on this thing? They're going to let it go through, and we're able to get to another Body Slam. Now we're going to see if they want to double up on that Shield. And they do, which is absolutely fantastic. Sure, it has energy, but it's okay. Now, I'm expecting them to throw a Focus Blast here, which is going to do a decent amount of damage, but we're going to be resisting the quick moves. And I had a feeling that they were going to swap right after they got that off, and they are actually going to be going into a Typhlosion, and so are we. We're going to be getting to 2 Blast Burns here, expecting them to get off their Blast Burn right after this. We're going to start just exchanging Blast Burns back and forth here, shielding this up. And then we're going to be able to hit ours, and I would assume that they had theirs ready to go. It's just, I think I have higher attack here. So we're going to be able to take them out. Shields are down, and let's see what is going to happen here. Coming in with Obstagoon. So, yeah, this is actually going to be not bad at all. This is going to be a Night Slash. Can KO. Blast Burn is going to do a lot of damage. Tangrowth in the back. We have to... So, let's see. Going to throw this here. Doing a lot of damage. Swapping into Tangrowth. Going for the Rock Slide, but they were very clever in catching this with their Ampharos that had hardly any health. In comes the Obstagoon, and we're almost going to be getting taken out, but we're going to be able to get to the Rock Slide and finish them off here and take the win with the Tangrowth again. Tangrowth putting in some work here into the next battle here. So we're met with the Surfetched. Leaf Blade's going to hurt, all right? So they're going to be swapping. They know that's not a great matchup for them. And we're going to go ahead and go in here with our Tangrowth. So we can absolutely let all the charge moves go through. Aqua Tail's not very effective. Crunch is doing a decent amount of damage, but it's not too threatening here. Dragon Breath is going to be chipping away slowly but surely. So we are getting a shield out of them, which is fantastic. Now, I will be shielding this up because if we do shield this, throw our energy, we can either get 2 shields out of them or at least do a lot of damage to their Gyarados here. And they're going to be double shielding. That's actually pretty good for us. We're simply going to go back in here with the Galarian Rapidash, since we're going to be resisting the Dragon Breaths quite significantly, going for the Body Slam before they can throw their energy. And at this point, they're going to be actually throwing their energy because I was not enough to take them out, but it actually worked out for the better because now we're going to be able to farm down. Oh yeah, loaded up on energy and with the shield left. They do have an Empoleon. We're going to be swapping into our Typhlosion. And here we go. Typhlosion confirmed a Empoleon counter. Let's go. So we're going to shield this up, obviously. Going for the Blast Burn, and they did catch it. Or at least they threw in their Pokemon to catch it. Yeah, it was a catch. and it is Surfetch going down, but we're able to get to another Blast Burn. Beautiful. Look at that. Did you see that? And this is fantastic. It's not going to KO, but it's doing plenty of damage. Going to go in here with the Galarian Rapidash, loaded up on energy, almost 2 Psychics, going straight for it and taking the win. Let's go, Galarian Rapidash. All right, I know I said we're going to be focusing on like counting. I mean, we'll call it when we see it. So here we go, another great matchup for us. Regarding the charge moves that it does have, Thunder Punches are still going to be hurting, and so are the Volt Switches, as we can see here. Going straight for the Psychic, and they're letting it go through. Now, that's fantastic. We're going to be able to spam Body Slams. Now, we don't have to worry about any other charge moves. It's going to be a Thunder Punch, letting it go through, and we will be shielding this up here. All right, getting to a Body Slam. Do they want to let it go through, or do they want to protect it? They're going to be protecting it. Pretty sure we can get to one more Body Slam, and this is just the insanity of Galarian Rapidash's Body Slam spam. It's just incredible. It's outpacing almost everything. They're going to be bringing in a Drift Blim, which is not great because it doesn't need too much quick moves to gain energy pretty fast, and it does have some threatening charge moves, well, regarding Shadow Ball at least. Icy Wind too, but not up against Typhlosion. Figured they were going to be going for that to lower my attack, and they did bait us very nicely there. So we're basically in a situation where we don't care what they're throwing. That's why we used the shield. Now they're going for Shadow Ball. It's not going to be able to KO. Building up to almost 2 Blast Burns here. I don't think we're going to be able to win this one here. So calling that Icy Wind, or at least shielding that Icy Wind, was not the best plan. It wouldn't have done very effective damage. We could have preserved it for the Shadow Ball and potentially took the win here. But you know, hindsight is 20/20, but we are learning and just going over what we could have done differently here. By no means am I going to say, well, if I would have done that, I would have won. They shouldn't have gotten it. No, heck no. Good game. You got the win. GG's. You know what it is? All right. So they're going to be taking us out here with the Frenzy Plant. In comes Typhlosion. It was a close battle. I wanted to back out. I really did. But I figured, it's looking pretty close. I might be able to pull this off. But I already knew in the back of my mind it wasn't happening. Into the next battle, we're met with a Machamp that is, just an absolute beauty. And they're going to be swapping into their Empoleon here. We're going to go right into our Tangrowth, so we don't have to worry about any sort of baits or anything like that. Drill Peck and Hydro Cannon are basically on the same level as far as energy, and Drill Peck's super effective. It's a no-brainer. They're going to be going for that. It's your call whether or not you want to shield it. Going for a Power Whip, but now we're going to go ahead and go for a Rock Slide. We built up enough energy to kind of almost hit these back-to-back. And they're letting their Empoleon go down, probably because it's already been dealt with to some degree. It's very low on health. Going in here with Machamp, and see, we had enough health for them to farm us down, which is absolutely great for them because now they have extra energy ready to go on their Machamp. Bringing in the Galarian Rapidash, going for a Body Slam. Very nice call on their end. And they got Nerves of Steel, letting that go through. Going for a Cross Chop, but we're playing the same game, calling their bait. And going in with the Typhlosion after they do swap into their Obstagoon here. Going for a Night Slash, no attack buff. And this is pretty clean cut here. They're just going to go for Night Slashes, right? It's, I wouldn't say rare that you're going to run into an Obstagoon with Gunk Shot, but it's more rare for them to actually get it off. As a matter of fact, we're going to see somebody who tried to pull that off on me. It was actually pretty awesome. Let's see that later down the line. Going for another Blast Burn, getting both shields out of them. And we're absolutely going to go ahead and let this go through. There's no point in shielding this. We'll shield it, and then it'll probably just counter us down. Going in here with the Galarian Rapidash. Massive resistance to the counter and neutral damage with the Night Slash. It will be doing decent damage, but the counter is so much resisted that we have no problem. And we also have a Machamp back there that is going to be also massively resisted with counter. So again, we don't have to worry about quick moves right now with this Galarian Rapidash. It's putting in work and taking things down. This ain't no fairy tale. This is real life. All right, so let's go ahead and hit this Body Slam here and take out that Obstagoon. Almost. Okay, now we're taking it out and still holding onto the shield. Into the next battle, we're going to be met with a Machamp Shadow. I mean, this is just, can't get too much better than this. So we're going to hold our ground, obviously, building up to a Psychic, and we're going to go ahead and go for the Body Slam. Do I ever go for Psychic? Sometimes, but as you can see, we're getting the shield here. So it's okay. Letting this Cross Chop go through, calling that. Rock Slide would have absolutely devastated us. So good call on our end here. Not to toot my own horn or anything, I'm just saying. And at this point, we can farm down. We're going to shield. We don't care. This is probably a Rock Slide. And if they yeah, we get a shield. You probably should have swapped here, or I guess take the loss and let us farm. Going in with the Bomb of Snow, we're going to go straight for the Psychic. Seeing that they've already used the shield, I don't know if they'll be obligated to use another one right away, and they're letting it go through. And since we can spam so fast, we're going to go ahead and go for that Body Slam. And getting the last shield, going for another Body Slam. Now at this point, we could have built up to a Psychic, but they have a bunch of energy, so we're just going to go ahead and throw that here. We have a Typhlosion. Now, I wouldn't call it a mistake, but Incinerate's damage registration is kind of slow, as you've seen there. But we were actually able to take it down after they were able to get off their charge move. It registered after the fact. They have an Umbreon in the back. That is going to be a level 50. So I'm not too threatened by that because Typhlosion is just disgusting. We're going to just go Blast Burn, and even a level 100 Umbreon is going to, you know, have some troubles. I'm being sarcastic, right? A level 100 Umbreon, let's not be stupid. So they're going to be able to take us out here. Going in with the Galarian Rapidash, and I just wanted to flex and take him out with the Rapidash. Now, here's the problem. I mean, it's not a problem, but I kind of want to test out Mega Horn or play rough on the Galarian Rapidash. But if I go up against something like a Charizard, I'm going to still have coverage. Psychic's still going to hurt pretty much. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, we're met with an Umbreon, and this is actually not the best situation because of the charge moves we do have. So we're going to be building up a lot of energy here, but I have a feeling some of these people watched me. Yeah, because they're going to not, you know, shield anything up as if they know exactly that we don't have Mega Horn or play rough. All right, so we're just going to continue to Body Slam. Now, here's the thing. Why not, you know, build up more energy and pretend you're going to go for, you know, one of those hard-hitting moves again? Maybe they don't watch you and they don't know. They just simply called it. That's true. But since we bluffed at the Body Slam, they're going to be able to take us out with that energy accumulation and just throwing those charge moves. So we're better off just spamming the Body Slam. Anyways, we're in with the Typhlosion. They're going to be swapping into a Clefable. What in the world do you have back there that does not want to see Typhlosion, or that compels you to throw in a Clefable up against a Typhlosion? And we are holding on to our nerves here. We're farming down. We have 2 Blast Burns. Let's go. Getting off the first one, getting off the second one. This is the power of Typhlosion. This is the power and rage of fire. Let's go. People are like, why do you like Typhlosion so much? Did you just see what happened there? The thing just burned everything to a crisp. So we have the Alolan Raichu up against our Tangrowth. Tangrowth has been kind of out of the spotlight here. Not to discredit it, but it feels like the Rapidash, Galarian, and the Typhlosion can just run through teams. And the Tangrowth is in the back like, hey guys, hey, you guys need my help? And they just look back like, nah, we're good. But it comes in clutch once in a while like that. So into the next battle, we're met with a Dragonite. Oh, we love this lead. So the Typhlosion, as we know, can absolutely dominate the Dragonite. The Tangrowth can also put on a hurting with the Rock Slide. But this is obviously the best matchup for us because of the resisted Dragon Breath here. We have to call the Hurricane if they decide to go for that. They built up a lot of energy and we're calling it. And they're going to be swapping into their Dragonite. We're going to go ahead and go right into our Tangrowth. Now, like we've been describing, I love the Tangrowth because it literally counters fires because of the Rock Slide. Now, before Rock Slide, it was Ancient Power, and I was using it with that, but this is a lot better. Okay, so they did, you know, reduce the damage of Rock Slide, but it doesn't really make too much of an impact, especially up against a Flying Fire type. They're going to be going in with Lucario. We're going straight for the Power Whip, seeing that the Steel and Fighting are going to be resisting it, and the Rock or the Grass is just going to be single resisted from the Steel, or whatever the double. So they're going to be going for Shadow Ball, doing a lot of damage, swapping. We're going to go right into our Galarian Rapidash here, going for Psychic, taking that thing out. There's no more shields left. In comes the Lucario. We're going to go straight for the Body Slam. This is not very effective, but if it KOs, oh my gosh. Lucario, man, come on, man. I thought you were Steel type. Anyways, into the next battle here. We're going to be met with an Obstagoon, and we've seen this before. Do they have Gunk Shot? That is the question. Now, here's the thing about Gunk Shot. It's a very easy thing to call from time to time. Now, if your opponent is sitting there building up all this energy like crazy, and then they go for a Night Slash, and then they build up a little bit more energy, go for another Night Slash, you have to remember that they have residual energy built up over there, and they're slowly inching their way up to sneak up a Gunk Shot on you potentially. All right. So that, anyways, they're going to be swapping into Caesar. I mean, the Typhlosion comes in and absolutely destroys it, and we're going to be going for a Blast Burn. We did build up energy, and it is a Gyarados. So, yeah, did you see the damage? Typhlosion, I mean, you can't nerf Blast Burn because it's going to be linked to all the other Community Day Pokemon. So what are you going to do? You're going to have to nerf Incinerate, right? That's going to probably come down the line eventually. So we are getting a shield out of them. Great. Going to go ahead and go in here with the Galarian Rapidash because we're going to be resisting the Dragon Breaths here. So in comes the Obstagoon, and here we go. Exactly what we were talking about. Do you see all of that energy built up? There is absolutely no need for that whatsoever unless they were trying to Mind Psych us. But I'm going to call it. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. Better safe than sorry. They're still holding on a lot of energy like we described. They got off that Night Slash. That doesn't mean anything. They still have a bunch of energy, and there it goes. I smelled that gunk shot a mile away. So we're going to be shielding it up, calling it correctly, and I think they could have won this battle if we did not call that. So they clearly knew that it was over for them. They backed out. GG's. Let's go. Make sure you call those correctly. Into the next battle, met with our worst lead, and we're going to be swapping into Tangrowth. They're going to be going into Machamp here, and they did build up quite a bit of energy. Now, I think we're going to have to just shield this up, unfortunately. We're going to be going for the Power Whip, making them think we're going for a Rock Slide. Even though it's Shadow, it's still going to hurt. They are shielding it up, so a waste of energy there. Getting a little bit of lag. Do they want to double shield their Machamp? Probably, because they're going to probably try to farm us down. Yep. But that's quite an ambitious farm. They knew that they couldn't make it, and they don't want to waste all that energy, so they're going to go ahead and throw a Cross Chop at this time, and they have no shields left. They can hit us with a Rock Slide, which will do a lot of damage to Typhlosion, and also pretty good damage to the Galarian Rapidash. So what we're going to do is go ahead and go in here with the Typhlosion. They are actually going to be calling a bluff. Well, not calling a bluff, doing a bluff there. We shielded it up. Doesn't really matter. Going in with the Galarian Rapidash, and I want you guys to watch what happens here. Typhlosion is absolutely disgusting. All right, there's no other ways around it. I love this thing. Let's burn it all. All right, so going for a Psychic. Dropping the defense here. They're taking us out. We have a Blast Burn ready to go. Let's get it. This is going to KO. Defense dropped, taking out the Empoleon. In comes the Machamp, and we're able to finish it off with an Incinerate. We have a Togekiss in the back, folks. Can we do it? We're going to need to get to another Blast Burn here. I do believe. And, oh no! They take us out. They won. They got us. We lose. Good game. Alrighty, into the next one. We're met with a Charizard, and this is okay for us here. It does have Fire Spin. Really love it when they do have Dragon Breath, because it is going to be resisted. Going to go straight for the Psychic here. This is just a Body Slam. No worries. Yeah, buddy. Getting that through, doing a ton of damage, and at this point, we're feeling pretty good. They are building up a lot of energy. Now, are they going to go for Blast Burn? I think they're going to go straight for Blast Burn. I don't think they're going to try to bait us here. They're going straight for it. Because they're so low on health, I don't think there was like the best opportunity to do that, even though they could have gotten away with it. We're swapping into Typhlosion, gaining some energy. They're going into Empoleon, and here we go again. Typhlosion is an Empoleon counter. All right, now we could have shielded this up and then farmed them down, but the thing is, Waterfall would have bring us down so low that the next Pokemon could have potentially just taken us out, and it would have been a very nerve-wracking situation. So we're just going to go ahead and save that energy, going in and farming down with the Tangrowth, trying to take out the Charizard, but they used their last shield. So this is pretty interesting here. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. It is a bait for a Dragon Claw. Very nice. Going to go ahead and swap into our Rapidash. This is getting very risky here. They do have a Swampert back there, but our Tangrowth is going to be able to handle that potentially. We just need to bring it as low as possible. They're going to be forced to throw energy here. They can farm a little bit extra than a Hydro Cannon, but we're going to be able to start spamming them. And as you can see, they're very low. It's about time to start throwing that energy here. They're going for a Hydro to take us out. In comes Tangrowth. And they don't have enough to go for anything else. We're going to farm, and I think we're going to actually Vine Whip down a Charizard, a Fire and Flying type. I thought I lost this. It's a Dragon Claw. I had no more shields, and we're Vine Whipping down. Wow, one of the weakest Grass Quick moves. Not the worst or anything. It's just, as far as damage-wise, taking out a Charizard. Funny. All right, so we're met with a Shadow Abomasnow. This is absolutely not the best. It's not the worst. Shadow Abomasnow in general, I don't like it. It's annoying. Like, it's a good Pokemon, I understand that. It's just, it's so good up against a lot of stuff that I use. Not specifically this team or anything, but other things. Anyways, that's why we have Fire to take it out, and as well as Mawile to handle it in the Great League. They're going to be swapping instantly into that Glade, and we're going to be going in Typhlosion, and then swapping into our Tangrowth here, because we still were able to swap. They're locked in here, and they're going for close combat. Ah, come on. All right, so we're going to go for Power Whip. We're taking them out. So that's actually, this is a good situation. We're still holding on to 2 shields. If we won that battle, sure, our Tangrowth is low, but it doesn't matter. Abomasnow going in and farm, who cares? Typhlosion resists everything. Even though it's Shadow, Typhlosion will laugh at it and then burn it to the ground. Sorry, Frosty. Next time. Anyways, they're going to be bringing in the Poliwrath. Now, this is getting pretty interesting. This is a Solar Beam. You better shield. You better shield Solar Beam. Okay, can we do it? We hardly rarely see this. Solar Beam power, folks. Let's go, Typhlosion. And we're one-shotting the Poliwrath. Of course, 2 shields. 2 shields. Was that a flex? I wasn't trying to. It just so happened to work out like that. Into the next battle, another Abomasnow, but that's a regular one, and they're swapping instantly into Clefable. So what they were doing here, all right, let's talk strategy. So they could have had this just generally as a safe swap, or they could have in mind, okay, we're really weak to fire, and if we swap into our Clefable, they're going to be obligated to go into their fire type, or want to because it's a good matchup, therefore drawing it out, and then the Abomasnow doesn't have to deal with it, and we'll go in with Poliwrath after this to take care of it. Do you see the strategy? I'm pretty sure that's how this team works here, because they have 2 Pokemon helping resist the fire there. So that's how teams usually are built. I'm a freak, and I do things a little differently sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Galarian Rapidash. They're going for Dynamic Punch here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they didn't realize what typing I was, or we caught that, but Ice Punch is definitely going to be more efficient. Like I said, I don't know if they were trying to, like, if they caught it or it was a mistake, whatever. Anyways, we're up against Abomasnow. It is a best buddy here. And they're going for Weather Ball. Yep, I mean, everything's... A Galarian Rapidash, if it doesn't resist it, it's going to hurt it. It's not super tanky. It is an amazing spammy charge move usable Pokemon, but it's not doing, taking hits hard. So going for Blast Burn here, they're letting it go through because they have no more shields. They have a Poliwrath. We're throwing in our Tangrowth. I don't know why I did that. I really don't, to be honest. Maybe to just start building up energy, and I didn't want them to build up that little bit of energy with their quick moves on our Typhlosion. I guess that was a good strategy. Going and making it to the Power Whip before they're getting to another Ice Punch here. This is incredible. And we're taking the win. Let's get it into the next battle here, folks. Got a nice 30-minute video for you. All right, so what's with the team? Why am I using the same thing? Because that's just what we're going to do. We're doing that for the Ultra League right now. We have a lot of fun stuff, a lot of the Love Cup and new leagues coming down the line. Well, not new leagues, but the other leagues opening back up. So, yeah, we're just going to look at this team. And we're in here up against the Muck. Now, calling this one is, calling people's charge moves. That was like going to be kind of the topic when we haven't really been talking about it, kind of here and there. But it can be difficult, all right? I'm going to give you a little tip here. If somebody's charging up a bunch of energy, and you're like, what? Why aren't they throwing? Like, you have a feeling they're building up to 2 charge moves, right? And you pretty much know what 2 charge moves they're going to have, depending upon what Pokemon it is, because of the meta and the moves that they should have, right? And you're not going to screw yourself by putting on dumb moves. So you know what 2 moves they have, right? So Gunk Shot, technically, and Dark Pulse. Why are they building up so much energy? Well, they're probably going to go for a bait first, and then go for their hard-hitting move afterwards. They need all that energy so they can kind of spam them back to back. They may go for the hard-hitting move first, and then hit you with the bait afterwards. It's different people's strategies. You have to call it your own self. Really depends on the person you're going up against. Anyways, they're going in with the Muck. We're actually able to get to a Rock Slide. I couldn't believe it. This is just too perfect. And we're taking them out. Great. We need to swap into this. Oh yeah, this is the battle where I can't say if people are doing this, but this has happened to me several times where I don't know what they had in the back. Okay, I'm going to stop the commentary to talk about this. I don't know what they had in the back, but we were looking great. It never happens when I'm losing like that. The game never stops. The game never freezes when I'm losing. It's maybe happened 1 or twice compared to like 30 or 40 times or more when I'm winning. Is that a coincidence? Oh, hell no. If you're going to say that's a coincidence, you're just simply trying to go against what I'm saying. You don't like me or whatever, like the whole algorithm thing. You're just trying to play devil's advocate, okay? So it's like, is the sky blue? No, the sky is kind of white. It's like, no, the sky's blue, okay? Let's knock it off. But anyways, my main point is there something going on? I'm sure there's some sort of little loophole, little trick. And here's where I have to be careful. I'm not saying that person is doing some sort of cheating, but it is very, very curious as to why that happens when I'm in a potential winning situation. And I did lose that. I had to close the app and I went back in and it was a loss. Could it be GBL? Absolutely. You know, we already all know that GBL is completely buggy, broken, and all whacked out. But let's not go down that route. Let's get back into this here. Let's not, you know, get in that rut. So we're going to be going for Body Slam onto the, oh, you know it, Drifblim. So this is not looking good, and I think this is actually another loss here. So they're going for Icy Wind. We've seen this before, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and let that one go through. Building up to 2 Blast Burns here, and I think we actually let this go through too. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're not going to be fooled this time around. So we have been debuffed dramatically here, folks. 3 times to be exact. But this is going to take out a Shadow Machamp because, well, Blast Burn Typhlosion. Let's get it. Alrighty, into the next battle. I think we have a couple more here. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. Up against Snorlax, not good because of Lick. Super effective, so we're getting the heck out of here. Why did we go into Tangrowth? Well, we resist a potential Earthquake. Superpower is not too threatening, and nor is Body Slam. So they're going to be swapping into Togekiss, and this is also yet again another good situation for Tangrowth. Tangrowth coming in nice and clutch for us at the end here of the video. Getting to another Rock Slide. I think we want to shield this. Yeah, I think we... Why would I not do that? Oh, I know. Okay, we're going to go and farm with Typhlosion. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. So we're loaded up on energy. A little lag there. Really annoying when that happens. But that thing wasn't getting to a charge move anytime soon. They're bringing in a Dragonite Shadow. We don't care. We don't care if you're a dragon or if you're double dragon type. Alright, still going to do a lot. That's why they shielded it up. We're going to be catching a Dragon Claw with our good old trusty Rapidash, which has been promoted into the Meta Record team. The initiation was yesterday, and it passed with flying colors. So we're going head-to-head here. Lick is starting to accumulate. We're going to go ahead and protect ourselves from this Body Slam here. Expecting another one, and we're going to actually use our shield again. Do we want to Psycho Cut down? That is one heck of an ambitious farm down. Ain't happening, buddy. So we're going to go ahead and just hit a little bit of these. Don't need to hit them all. Just need to take it out before it got to another one. It comes to Dragonite. So we're resisting those charge moves. They're not getting into a Hurricane anytime soon either. So we're looking fantastic. Going to swap into Typhlosion and go for that Blast Burn, folks. Resisted damage. Or is it? Oh, almost one-shotting that thing. Coming back in here with the Rapidash. And this is not a Hurricane by any means. We're going to resist it and Psycho Cut down and take the win with the Rapidash at the end. Let's get it, folks. Into, I do believe, the last battle here. Met with an Obstagoon. So we don't really need to worry about too much here. Call a Gunk Shot, but you already know how that works out. They're going to have to sit there and farm us for about a good 20 seconds before we even see any sort of Gunk Shot coming out of that thing. So I don't smell any Gunk Shots. We're good to go. All right, so in with the Body Slam, going for another one here. And it would be interesting to run the Fairy Charge move. I don't know why I keep forgetting exactly which one the Galarian Ninetales has. And yes, I did call a Muck a Galarian Muck yesterday. I just the Galarian, the Alolan. I get them confused sometimes. You know, I'm human. It is what it is, right? I know you guys get a laugh out of that. Maybe I do it on purpose just to make you comment and help the algorithm a little better. Wink, wink, makes you laugh. Anyways, getting off that Night Slash, taking us out. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Gonna go ahead and go in here with Typhlosion and farm down. This really annoyed me because they got the boost. All right, so we're gonna shield this up. We wasted both of our shields, but we do have energy, and they're gonna be going in with a Gengar. We're gonna go ahead and throw this Blast Burn, and I do believe I don't remember what I did. If I swap. Go for another one because there's no more shields. That's right. It's Typhlosion. Are we going to sweep? Oh my gosh, guys. Did you love this Typhlosion? This is the last battle. What a beautiful note to end on. Beautiful note. So there you have it, folks. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. And yes, I am going to continue to use this team here until I rank up potentially. It is what it is. I'm just going to have to do it because it's too much fun. And I'm sick of testing things out and dropping my score. Got to prove these big mouth fools wrong, right, guys? Anyways, thanks again for stopping by. Hope everybody's having a great day. And be safe out there. Make good decisions. And be happy. Take care, trainers.